The File Navigator, located above the File Inspector, contains two important features related to the analysis and viewing of files. This includes the Jump feature, which allows you to display and switch between multiple files at once, and the Batch feature, which allows samples to be viewed individually as gates are copied from one sample to the next. Both the Jump and Batch features utilize the up and down arrows to navigate through the files. To demonstrate the Jump feature, I will open 4 plots from the first file. In this case, through the Plot Arrangement menu option, I have set the number of plots to be displayed horizontally at 4, so that the first plot from the second sample will open in the second row. So, the Jump feature works by jumping up and down through the sample list by the number displayed in this box, in this case 1. Here we have sample 1, so when we click down, we jump one sample to sample 2. And again, if we click down, we jump to sample 3. However, if I choose to open 4 plots from sample 2, in addition to the 4 plots from sample 1, I can choose to jump 2 samples at a time by changing the number in the box to 2. So, here I have sample 1 and sample 2 open in the workspace, and by clicking down, I jump to sample 3 and sample 4, and clicking again, I jump to samples 5 and 6. This could be particularly useful if, for example, you wish to display every sample from an experimental group. So, if there were 3 in a group, we could choose to display 3 sets of plots, and then by changing the number in the jump box to 3, by clicking down, we can jump from samples 1, 2 and 3 to 4, 5 and 6. And even when there are multiple samples open in the workspace, the jump box can be set to 1. So here, if we have samples 1, 2 and 3, by clicking down we jump to 2, 3 and 4. So this can be a very useful way for assessing all of the gates in an entire analysis. Batch analysis allows the copying of gates from one sample to the next, while allowing the user to visually assess the application of these gates. To perform batch analysis, open the plots where the gates are drawn, click to lock the padlock in the File Navigator, and then simply click the down arrow. This will copy the gates from the old sample to the new sample, while updating the workspace to display the plots from the new sample. Keep clicking the down arrow to sequentially copy the gates onto all samples. It is important to note that batch analysis does not copy across changes made to compensation on individual samples. If a gate requires adjusting, this can be performed in the workspace, with this new gate being applied to the next sample when the down arrow is next clicked. This can be very useful if the gates for each sample require fine adjustment. However, if you require the same gates to be on all samples, then group analysis may be a better method.